This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 812. Are your daily actions working for you or against you? By Anthony Ongaro with CaitFlanders.com. And I'm your very own personal narrator, Justin Malik, reading to you from some amazing blogs and books to help you optimize your life. Today's post comes from CaitFlanders.com, but it's a guest post from Anthony Ongaro of Break the Twitch, which I also have permission to narrate from. He was recommended to me by listeners of this show, but also by Cait Flanders herself. I'm sure I'll narrate more from his site soon. And before we get to it, hiring? ZipRecruiter has revolutionized how you do it. Their technology identifies people with the right experience and invites them to apply to your job. They find great candidates for you. Try it for free today at ziprecruiter.com/old. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now let's get right to the post as we optimize your life. Are your daily actions working for you or against you? By Anthony Ongaro with CaitFlanders.com. It has only been a few years since my minimalism journey began, but so much has changed since then. After compiling 4 years of Amazon transactions, I discovered how, in small increments of $20 purchases, my impulsive spending was holding me back from the lifestyle I had always wanted. I dreamed of traveling, location flexibility, and spending more time working on passion projects, but my frequent purchases kept me chasing credit card bills at the end of every month. To make sure I created a solid change in my life, I pledged to travel somewhere every month in 2015 by cutting the Amazon spending and living more intentionally. Having this commitment ensured that I stuck to my guns on buying less and experiencing more. After successfully completing that challenge, the impact of what we do every single day really hit home. While each day may seem insignificant, after months and years, the individual actions ended up making a massive impact on my life. With a particular vision in mind, I was able to focus my energy on looking for bargain flights, travel hacks, and any opportunity to visit a friend or family member that I could find. It helped me realize that when I had one overall goal in mind, I could spend a little bit of time each day doing some research or looking for the right opportunities to make it real. Those small daily tasks ended up making a rather large and daunting task very possible. The real kicker was that I actually spent less money on traveling 12 times than I had on online shopping the year prior. I managed to do that and still save almost 20% of my income for the year. How's that for a wake-up call? The unfortunate part is that it took years of spending for me to finally see the damage that was being done. When a storm comes through and destroys a house, the devastating damage is easy to see. When the damage is done slowly over time, however, that same house may nearly fall to the ground before being noticed. Once all the damage was done and totaled, it was obvious. Looking at that cumulative sum is hard to deny, but day to day, it didn't seem like a big deal. After reflecting on my 2015 achievements, what I needed to do going forward became crystal clear. I could utilize the same strategy that previously created so much financial harm, but for a positive outcome. Now, I would take the small actions I did every day and ensure that they were moving me forward towards my goals. We are, after all, what we do every day. For 2016, I decided on a new direction and formulated a way to break it down into small daily actions. For example, I wanted to read more books, so I decided to read 20 pages per day until I finished each book from start to finish. In order to improve my writing, I committed to writing 500 words per day for the year. Although seemingly small, that adds up to over 7,300 pages, over 30 books read, and 182,000 words, 2 to 3 books written in 2016. It hasn't even been 2 months and I've already started seeing the benefits of these daily actions. I've crossed more books off my reading list than I had in 6 months prior. I've written tens of thousands of words that, while many will never see the light of day, are helping me become a more consistent writer. The best part of this is that these same principles can be applied to every area of life, from health and fitness to savings accounts. Can you imagine if I had simply been saving those small daily Amazon purchases instead of spending it? With that in mind, here are some things to consider while on your own journey to make each day a small victory that adds up to long-term success. If you don't have much time or energy, do the smallest thing you can that gets you moving in the right direction. Even reading a single page of a book or paying off $1 of credit card debt is forward momentum. The only goal is to make today one small step further along than yesterday. By making this small effort consistently, you'll build a foundation of success and be more likely to continue the habit in the future. This creates a psychological investment in the action and reduces the effort required to continue doing so going forward. When starting to implement positive changes, pick just one thing to focus on every day. There are so many different ways we can improve ourselves that trying to do everything at once can be incredibly overwhelming. There's plenty of time to build all the good habits you like. The most important thing is that you start with just one. Pick one small thing and make sure you do it consistently every single day. After a week or two, consider adding another. Celebrate action, not results. Sometimes results come quickly, other times it can seem to take an eternity. What's important is that you celebrate the fact that you succeeded in doing the small task every single day. Trust me, if you're consistent in your effort, the results will come through. The true victory is in daily action towards your long-term goals. While we can't change the past, the best we can do is change how we spend our time going forward. With that in mind, consider what things you do every day that might be working against you and which things might be moving you in the right direction. Each day is an opportunity to correct the course and continue heading towards the lives we've imagined. You just listened to the post titled, "Are Your Daily Actions Working For You or Against You?" by Anthony Ongaro with CaitFlanders.com. Thank you to ZipRecruiter for keeping this podcast going. It is not easy to find great talent. I've struggled with it myself when I was looking for audio editors. But ZipRecruiter learns what you're looking for, identifies people with the right experience, and invites them to apply to your job. These invitations have revolutionized how you find your next hire. In fact, 80% of employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site in just one day. And ZipRecruiter doesn't stop there. They even spotlight the strongest applications you receive, so you never miss a great match. The right candidates are out there. ZipRecruiter is how you find them. And right now, my listeners can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/old. That's ZipRecruiter.com/OLD. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Back to the post. When he was calculating that writing 500 words per day adds up, I couldn't help but think about this podcast and how it started back in December 2015. And it's been going daily since then, narrating around 1,000 words every day. So that's 1,000 times more than 2 years. That's over 730,000 words, most likely. I think a typical book is only like 50,000. So that's like 7 books worth of content. So crazy. I've only been able to keep going because you keep listening. You're like an accountability partner for me. So thank you for that. And I'll leave it there for today. Hope you're having a great Friday. And I'll see you over the weekend where your optimal life awaits.